Hey there, Clive Jeffrey here from clivejeffrey.com, and today I wanted to talk to you about stickability. And stickability is essentially the ability to hang in there and not quit. And this term was actually coined by the great Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich. And if you haven't read that book, then I strongly recommend that you go and get yourself a copy and read it, because it's one of the foundation, if not the foundational book for the whole self-help industry. It was produced right at the turn of the 20th century, or around 1937, I believe. So go and get yourself a copy of this book and get into it. But basically, what Napoleon Hill is talking about in this book is, to be able to be successful at anything that you choose to do in your life, you need to have stickability, and that is not quit at the first sign of any obstacle. And he illustrates this by the story of RU Darby, who was a gold prospector back in the early days, and Darby went and prospected for gold in the Colorado gold rush, and he staked his claim and initially struck some gold, and all he wanted to do was be rich. He struck the gold, and then he went and borrowed money to get the equipment to get the gold out of the ground. But soon after that, the strike, or the vein of gold that they were working, disappeared, and because he was only interested in making money, all he could focus on. He got disillusioned very quickly at this first obstacle and just literally quit, sold his gear and headed off home. Now he happened to sell his title and deed to the mine to a guy who was a junk collector, but who was also passionate about gold mining, and had a vision for himself that he'd always find success for himself in the mining industry. So as soon as this guy got the deed sorted out, he actually went out and hired himself an engineer, and this engineer came and found that they were actually working the vein of gold, which runs in a long line. These guys had drilled through the side of it, so they struck the gold, came out the other end, and then kept drilling, couldn't find any more, and quit. So the engineer just told them literally turn around and go this direction, and sure enough, they followed the vein, and literally Darby gave up at 3 feet from gold. So the moral of the story is twofold. So firstly, obviously, be passionate about what you're doing, and then educate yourself about it. You can't just expect to be successful in any endeavor if you don't educate yourself about it. And then also find mentors and people that have gone the path before you that can know a lot more about it, like the junk man did. He got the engineer in who could point him in the right direction. Now, this should probably, or hopefully, strike a few nerves with you, and you can see a few parallels in your own life and what the course of action that you're taking. Are you got the blinkers on like Darby, or are you like the junk man and prepared to invest in yourself and learn about what you're doing, and actually also employ the services of a mentor or advisor to make sure that you go in the right direction and to get you there a whole lot faster? And I can personally attest that I've actually just taken on a mentor with some a significant investment, but I know I'm going to get the results from it tenfold from what I've invested. And the last thing that you're supposed to do as Napoleon Hill teaches, is that once you actually find and learn some information, it's your duty then to go on and teach it to others. So look out for further videos where I share the information that I'm learning from my mentor. Hopefully you've got some value from this little story, and I really look forward to hearing your comments and thoughts about it, so please leave them below. As always, I encourage you to reach out and connect with me. I'd love to help you in any way that I can. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.